sell you one for 500.
I like his honesty.
With this 50 gold, you can get through the Poplar Pass in very little time, if you have the cleverness to trick the Fae. Oftentimes they can see through such ruse.
Tricking people is not really my style, no thanks. Well, thanks for the offer.
Hold on a second, though.
Besides, I'm more fond of, colored gems, so I think it's a bit prettier.
That is fair. Good luck in your travels.
Hold on a
Thank you.
Yes, what is it?
Oh, I'm gonna go back with my group and talk to them and try and talk some sense into the paladin.
Very well. We are the cheapest booth here.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised you aren't calling out and telling others of the cheapness of your solution compared to your competitors, Alfred. But okay.
So I assume that you guys all gather back.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I'm just gonna open by saying, so, does the fear want something shiny, or did he explicitly want the gems? Because what he's selling is a fake.
Well, we've been told they've been demanding more and more expensive gems, so I'm thinking it's quite clear that they want the valuable ones. They're not going for the shininess.
If they understand value, they have probably means to know that those rocks he's selling are valueless.
And the merchant also said that we'd have to, actually check, so he was probably insinuating that we'd have to, actively work on fooling these if we actually want to, so probably, magic deception or very good lying,
Right.
Not really my style.
But it's about probably 1/10 the cost. Size and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't, we sold a gun for this purpose. I heard that it's 500 gold, what we need. We'll still have plenty left over.
How much did you get for the gun anyway?
A little over 2,000.
Well,
Like I said, we can't
That's a
afford
magic
it.
vendor for you.
Yeah, make sure not to say that too loudly, because I don't want people to hear, other than us, obviously, but yeah.
Then we should just get the real thing, so we don't risk aggravating them.
Aren't we gonna have to go back through this way again anyways?
Well, we could...
Well, no, we could go through Riddleport.
Yeah, go through Water Pass.
So here's what I was thinking. I was going to try to talk them down to cut the price a bit anyway, so we might try some a cheaper gem, pure sapphire.
The thing is why would we head back up through Riddleport? We don't have exactly a reason to go back up through Riddleport and a long way round. If you're talking about saving time.
We would have to go back to, Daventry afterwards if we had the artifacts.
But we don't have all the artifacts, do we? I don't believe we do.
That's why we're going to Warner. And when we there we got that artifact, then maybe even find out Woodard and get his stuff if we're lucky, but we don't run into him.
Again, the map we have, the next stop after Anna, which I presumably would have headed to from Riddleport if something hadn't happened. If we had wandered off back up to Daventry,
It's already done. Wizard already got the staff of mixing. What's the name? I think he killed the Samsaran, so we almost certainly got.
Yeah, we assumed that the wizard got 2 artifacts. We still have the bag. We gave the other thing to Biggerton, and number 5 is Anorna.
Okay.
So technically speaking, Once we're done
So,
with Orna, we bring
I think it
everything
was
to
nothing,
Bakerton,
right?
and pardon me.
I think the item in Orna was nothing or something, right?
Right.
Yeah, and taking this shortcut might be the difference between reaching Arna before the pirate mage or not.
Yeah, like we have no idea what that guy is. That's why I said earlier that I'm all in favor of taking a shortcut through the woods. What happens afterwards? We'll have everything, have all our time. We can take our time and figure out what exactly we want to do.
Okay.
Assuming the wizard doesn't attack us. We'll cross that bridge. when
Well,
we
if he
get
does
there.
attack us and we survive, we're probably gonna have his stuff too, so...
You're saying that would be the best possible solution.
Indeed.
I don't want to fight a wizard. That seems scary.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see when we get that to that
Yeah,
point.
well, yeah. So, alright. So, let's get something that's of value that'll... Yeah, let's go for something that would give us enough value, because the inn person said that if you give something expensive enough, they'll let us pass through again. So we could have, like, one way in, one way out after we're done with Arn, if we decide to go out through that pathway again. We can't afford it. So...
I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but yeah, we could try to use something cheaper, but then again,
Well, yeah, we'll try to haggle a little bit, but like we can do an honest trade with the fur, basically.
yeah. Of course, haggling would require that we have something cheaper to trade, so we'd have to buy 2 gems instead of 1.
We might, at that point, we might as well just buy the diamond.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So is that what you guys are gonna do? Are you gonna buy a diamond?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so you walk up to the diamond kiosk that clearly has the super authentic diamonds. He says it'll be 500 gold for one of my fine diamonds. They're guaranteed to get you passage through these woods.
Guaranteed passage both
Or your
ways,
money
or just
back?
once?
Oh, just one way. So.
Well, you could buy two of them and then use the other one for all the way back.
Is there a discount if you get more than one?
I'm afraid not, sir. I've got to run a business here.
Well, let's just buy one then. I mean, you did mention taking us taking the other path back. We did discuss taking the other path back up to Riddleport afterwards.
I'm thinking about it. There's probably a similar arrangement on the other side of the pass when people are coming back from Orna.
I mean, what is worse, having to pay for a diamond or having to go through Riddleport?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Report.
Yeah.
Report.
Alright, well, okay, so we'll buy the one, because I'm sure there's a similar scheme going on the other side.
Very well, sir. Good choice. And he hands you a decent. It's a fairly small but decently sized diamond. It's probably about half the size of your thumbnail.
Alright.
Guaranteed to get you passage.
Gonna pocket that up. Remove 500 from my money. Alright. Diamond get. Let's hope that their shortcut works with the wagon.
All right. So do you just head on into the woods now?
Yep.
All right. So you kind of see just
Well,
this
actually,
line of
oh.
some.
Oh, actually, did we spend the night at in whatchamacallit place, or are we leaving
Yes,
as
you
a... Okay.
Yeah, is there anything you wanted to do during that period of time?
No, not particularly.
Okay. Then yeah, you guys start heading into the woods, and you see that there's just kind of a little bit of congestion of all these big carts that have a bunch of merchants that are just kind of lining up to kind of get processed through these woods. And you guys sit in line for a bit, and you make it up to the front. And have any of you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
Once. I have.
Think so.
Okay, so there's this goat creature, and I just want you to envision a guy half that dude's size, covered in jewels.
Okay, the goat creature I've seen without seeing
Yeah,
a
so
movie.
the goat creature from Pan's Labyrinth, imagine about halfling size.
Alright.
And imagine like 6 of them, all kind of swarming around your cart. Imagine them just covered in jewels, Mr. T style. That's kind of what is happening here.
They're not very subtle with their scheme, are they?
These
That's
goats just
fucking-
surround your cart, and one of them, and they're mumbling in Sylvan to each other, and one of them just kind of walks up and puts his hand out.
Anyone knows Sylvan?
Nope.
Yes, I can.
All right. Yeah, you hear them just mumbling like, yeah, these guys next. See if you can get a diamond out of these guys.
It sounds like they want a diamond out of us specifically.
Alright, well, that's what we got for, and I pluck out a diamond bought for this purpose,
Mm-hmm.
and I show it to them just so I can have a sign of approbation
Back.
for putting it in their hand.
I know Sylvan too, just FYI.
Yeah, the little goat thing nods its head furiously and puts out its hand even more
Alright.
forward.
I don't want to touch it, so I just kind of let it drop in his palm.
All right, you drop it in his palm, and he immediately pockets it, and he kind of waves you to follow with his cart, and he
Alright.
waves you into this area in the trees. So these trees are very dense in this area, but it looks like there's kind of these. And what you've been seeing is these carts will go into these like bays of just these small empty pockets in the trees. We'll just load into them, and then the trees will close in behind them. That's what you've been seeing these carts do. So they kind of load you guys into a pocket of tree, and the trees close behind you. And sure enough, the trees kind of form this bubble around, just almost entirely sealing off your vision outside of this bubble of trees. And the bubble is moving, and your cart's moving with it. The ground is actually coming with it too, and it's just fascinating to see these plants just grow and sprout and warp around you. But this happens for about an hour or two, and the next thing you know, you're on the other side of this forest.
Well, I don't think we have to worry about our druid following us anymore, because I don't or ranger, because I'm not sure she gives away all her money, so she couldn't afford a diamond.
Yeah, you guys are clearly just on the other side of this forest already. It's just been a couple of hours.
Well, I suppose I would have spoken up a conversation with Fear on the Ray then. Talk to
Like
him.
they load you into this bubble, and
Oh.
it's sealed off, and you don't see them anymore.
Oh.
So we're just kind of alone in this tree subway.
Alone in this pocket of tree, and you get spat out the
That's
other
the
side.
sound of trees chugging you through.
Well, on that distance in one day is actually quite convenient.
That is pretty great, yeah.
That
good.
is definitely worth money. Probably not the cost of an entire diamond, but yeah, that's worth paying for. At the very
Yeah,
least.
it is
Mhm.
maybe a rip-off, but they were honest in their business.
And it was
Still, I
as
would-
described. We did get a very proper shortcut.
I would still have liked to tell them to maybe cut the price a bit, even for their own sake, because people get vindictive and jealous, because especially with whether you have all that bling carrying around.
Well, what you do notice is that on this side there's actually a bunch of merchant carts and even kiosks selling gems here too, going the other way.
Or they're like,
this line of carts being processed by some more of these fear there.
so would Don have a chance to go and try and...
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean they seem busy, but you could probably snag one and talk to it.
yeah, I'll try that.
Nice, so you just walk over and try to chat with it, and it looks
Yeah.
up at you as you approach, and it says, "Sylvan?
Sylvan, yeah, I'll speak, Bill.
Okay. Well, can I help you